Judge Napolitano doesn't think NSA contractor who leaked Russian report is a traitor. A federal contractor was arrested over the weekend and accused of leaking a top-secret report on Russian hacking efforts during the 2016 presidential election. FoxNews.com reported Reality Lee Winner, 25, appeared in U.S. District Court in Augusta, Georgia to face one charge of removing classified material from a government facility and mailing it to a news outlet, the Justice Department said Monday. On Varney and Company Today, Judge Napolitano said that Winner leaking the report, the intercept is probably an act of espionage. It's the same espionage that some of us said Hillary Clinton committed by failure to safeguard state secrets, Napolitano said. He argued, however, that the information in the report is important and the American people have a right to know about it. Let's take a listen.
Napolitano is with us today. This young lady who allegedly leaked is a Bernie Sanders supporter. How is it that she was in possession or able to transmit, allegedly, that kind of secret information?
Well, the NSA employs 60,000 agents, and they're entitled to have their political views, and they're entitled to express their political views and choose the politicians they want to choose. So she is the employee of a corporation which has a contract with the NSA. Of the 60,000 employees, about 55,000 are not government employees. They're employees of, like her, of corporations that sign contracts with the NSA. Prior to the work, she goes through the same FBI scrutiny that everybody else goes through in order to get a top secret clearance. That's very, very high, because it is necessary in her work that she view, possess, have access to, and act upon top secret materials. She decided to reveal some of those top secret materials to an entity in Brazil called The Intercept, which is run by an American called Glenn Greenwald. Now that is probably, because we don't know the details, an act of espionage. It's the same espionage that some of us said Hillary Clinton committed by failure to safeguard state secrets. But I want to know, and you want to know, and your listeners want to know about NSA incompetence that permitted the Russians to plant cookies, we all know what they are, on the websites, not of the Trump campaign, not of the Hillary campaign, there's no fingerprints from Trump's campaign or Hillary's campaign in this, on the websites of county clerks throughout the United States, 100 of them, who tabulated votes on election night. If anybody that worked for those clerks clicked on the cookie, then the hackers in Russia would have access to the websites and could manipulate the numbers. We do not know if that happened. She didn't reveal it, and the FBI agents who arrested her when they got the arrest warrant didn't reveal it to the court.
But this is a very serious allegation.
Yes, it is.
Because it would put the Russians in a position to affect the vote itself.
Yes, it's also so serious, we should know about it. We now know that the Russians materially and substantially attempted to affect the outcome of local, state, and national elections.
So we don't know which way.
Correct. And that at least in this instance, Stuart, it's probably one of many. Jim Comey's going to be asked about this on Thursday. In this instance, it had nothing to do with the Trump campaign.
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating. So that she's closer to Snowden than she is to being a traitor. She revealed a level of Russian interference with our democratic system and our incompetence in keeping the Russians out that is so substantial, we the voters and the people have the right to know about it.
Okay, I've got to ask you about the presidential tweet, 9:20 Eastern Time last night.
Sure.
He weighs in again and repeats the use of the word travel ban. That's right, we need a travel ban for certain dangerous countries. Doesn't that undermine his own case, which his own lawyers are arguing about to argue before the Supreme Court?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There were a lot of Justice Department lawyers who are upset this morning because they told federal judges this is not a travel ban. This is a selected, mature, prudent, national security, temporary bar of dangerous people from dangerous countries. That is a far cry from a travel ban. And in this case, the reason the courts have upheld the injunction against the ban is because of the president's words before he was president. Now they have the president's words while president. That is ammunition for those who are attacking the executive order.
Would I be right in saying that this makes a travel ban less likely than had he not tweeted anything at all?
Sadly, yes. And sadly, because I believe that the travel ban, whatever you want to call it, is constitutional, even though the courts have all gone the other way. But yes, this makes the plaintiff's case stronger and the government's case weaker.
My premise is that some of these tweets are distracting, and some of them are just plain interfering with the legislative and legal process. They're counterproductive to our president.
That's a very strong argument, and I share it. The president's argument is he goes above the heads of the mainstream media, gets right into the iPhones and BlackBerries of his supporters, and they love it.
They do. His supporters love it.
Yes.
It's ammunition to his opponents.
Agreed.
There we are. George, you're all right.
See you in the 11th. Okay.
Well, there you have it. He made some big statements here. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.